All right. This is one of those prophecies that I believe it is very rich with the things that are happening in Zimbabwe and things that we're going to see in Zimbabwe. A lot of you have allowed Apostle Chwenga for being someone who speaks truth to power. And I also agree with them because for your own information, I started following Apostle Chwenga just after the 2018 elections. And I was a bit skeptical about following him because I found him to be too radical in his approach, especially to my former church, which I've spoken about on this video. Maybe you can check out this video there on this site, up there, that video, right? So he has been that vocal. But this prophecy, I believe that it has got some things that have happened and the things that are going to happen. But there's something that I found fascinating. The fact that our president is appointed his children or the people that are close to him. And there are some rumors that are there that he wants to elevate the son, who is a major general now, to a position where he can influence the army. How true is that? We don't know. But there is something that he says about chapter 2 of Dr. Stop It. And it's in this prophecy. Are we not going to see that? I want you to see this picture. It was posted by Comrade Neva Masewa Serase on Twitter. But I want you to see this picture and see that dynasty kind of setup. And there are some speculations of saying that there are some ladies that are in the cabinet that his mistresses. I don't know. I have to be sure about that. So, but I can't make an argument based on speculations. I have to make argument based on facts and what is on the ground. Let's listen to the prophecy, and then I'll give you my context of how I interpret this prophecy and how things may pan out. Let's listen to this prophecy. It was prophesied on the 15th of April in 2018.
I was hearing a sound from a very distant place, and the sound is the sound of a woman. And I saw people seated down complaining. We thought that the problematic woman is no longer there. There is a new problematic woman in the Zimbabwean politics. It is a sound from a distant place. And I saw people in fear. We can't say anything about this one. This one is too powerful. But as time goes on, there are going to be uprisings within the family, within the camp of people who are complaining because their feathers have been ruffled by this woman. But there is going to be an intervention. Somebody is going to be bold enough to stop this woman from going amok like the other woman. But is this intervention in time enough to avert some trouble? Or it is going to be an intervention that will be too little, too late? We don't know. But the intervention is going to open fresh wounds, and there's going to be some bickerings again. And the people who are so close today, they are going to walk separate ways because of that woman. Thus says the Lord.
Very, very short prophecy. Very, very, very short. That woman, the other woman. Who is the other woman? In my own interpretation, I say the other woman is Grace. The first woman was Grace, and the next second woman is my auxiliary Mnangagwa. Right? So that's what I see. That the appointment of these close relatives to the into the cabinet is telling, and it's also something that I believe that the politicians inside ZANU-PF are not also happy about. Are you telling me that in all the guys that are in ZANU-PF, like the likes of Terence Mukupe, a venture capitalist, could not fit into the Ministry of Finance as a deputy minister? Are you also saying that there are no capable ministers rather than to appoint someone from your family? So I really think that the people that were part of the Operation Restore Legacy, they are not happy about this. And as a woman who now feels that my man now is in charge, he has already taken charge, she will start to do what Dr. Stop It was doing. That thing of saying, no one can tell me anything. No one can tell me anything. But the prophecy then says that it's going to cause some bickerings. And I can tell you in the corridors of ZANU-PF, this is not a secret, and I know some people are going to respond who are going to watch this video, that there is dissatisfaction inside ZANU-PF about the appointments of this kind of nature, because it does not show how much of technocrats that are in ZANU-PF that have been given an opportunity, apart from the children of the president or the nephew of the president. But anyway, I would love to hear your thoughts. What do you make of this prophecy? And also, what do you make of the appointments by the president of his own family? Are we not seeing the same thing that happened to Yoweri Museveni? Yoweri Museveni has appointed his son to be a general. He's also appointed his wife to be the Minister of Education. And he also owns a lot of properties around Uganda, which makes it even very, very impossible for anyone to say to him, what are you doing? This is the same scenario that defines our president in. One, he's got a lot of businesses that are in his name, like Fossil, like Zua, like other business enterprises that we don't even know, and the access to that money makes him. You recall Hubert Angel saying that he had 240 million set aside for the 2023 elections, and in 2020 Philip Chiangwa said that the money needed for the 2023 election campaign was about 150. It was projected 150 million US dollars. So it means that his budget was way over than what the party could raise. So if he had 240 million to use, do you think there is anyone who can voice any concerns? Yet they know that the whole campaign was sponsored by His Excellency. No one is going to challenge him. So this is what I feel, that position of power, to those that are in political administration, they know that power is sweet. It gets to a point whereby you feel like you're invincible. You cannot be touched. And sometimes men with rationale can be able to sense that, but women, they cannot be able to have that rationale. Just like what happened to Dr. Stop It, whereby she felt that there was no way that the army was going to topple their husband, Robert Mugabe. She had all the power. Are we going to see the same happening to Mnangagwa? What do you make of this prophecy? Do you think that this will not happen, whereby bickerings inside ZANU-PF are going to start? I'd love to hear your thoughts about this prophecy.